Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K. Welcome to the April installment of Smash That Small Paper Pad collab hosted by Deb Houck. And again, the basis for this collab is to use up as many of our small paper pads as we can. And as long as they are smaller than 12 by 12, they count. And there are a number of talented ladies who are participating in this collab, and I do have their links all listed below along with our host, Deb Houck's information, so make sure you do go and check out everyone else's videos to see what they are working on. And again, I am slowly working on a few different paper pads. I have the Bo Bunny Butterfly Kisses collection, the Kaiser Craft Time Machine. Every month I am doing a project from the Children's Hour Graphic 45. And then I also decided to add in a couple more. I haven't done anything with them yet, but I just wanted to show them to you guys. The first one is Bo Bunny Secret Garden, and this is a full paper pad. And the other paper pad that I picked out was this one. And I believe this one is it's from 7 Gypsies. And it originally had 48 pieces in it, and I counted and I only had 31 left. But I also added in another 28 sheets that most likely came from this paper pad along with another 7 Gypsies paper pad. And so that was another 28. So I'll have 59 pages that I'm working on. So here was the original paper pad, and it is double-sided. And then here's the other sheets that I pulled out from my pile. And some of them were gifted to me from a friend, and she had just said that they were from 7 Gypsies. And I think some of them probably came from this exact paper pad that I had pulled out for a project and never finished. So I'm putting them back in again. And so, again, I will be working with a total of 59 pages for that one. And so I just wanted to show that to you guys for upcoming projects. And so for this month, I did not, I don't believe I did anything with the Kaiser Craft one. And I did a couple things with the Graphic 45 paper pad, and I almost smashed this Bo Bunny one. I'm just down to a 5 sheets and a couple of scraps is all on that one. And so to start with, I will show you guys what I did with the Graphic 45 paper. And so for the Graphic 45 paper, the first thing that I created was this cute little Memory Decks card. It just says April Showers, and I thought that was really cute with the little rain boot, and then I put flowers coming out of it, and I layered a couple pieces of the Graphic 45 paper, and then I also layered some of the paper on the back side. And then I also, the green paper actually is just some extra Graphic 45 paper that I had in my scrap pile, and it just matched. So I used that just because I didn't have enough of that blue paper left over. And again, I just kind of took the little pieces, the cutouts that I didn't use on anything, and I just layered them on another piece of paper or cardstock. And I'll just throw those in with my junk journal pile of stuff that I dig through when I work on junk journals. This one I did back, and I put some tea-dyed paper on the back, and I will go ahead and sew around this like I have been doing on them. I just set that next to my sewing machine, and I'll get to it the next time I have on my sewing machine. And then every month I've been trying to create a card with this paper collection, and so this is the card that I created. I did tie a bow around it, and it is kind of a Sizzix die, and it came from Jen Long. And let's see if it has a name on it. It's called a Fold-Along, Jen Long. And this one's called Card Ticket Fold-Along is the name on the back of it. And so here's what it looks like when you just die cut it out on cardstock. And so I didn't like this part of it, so I did end up having to cut some squares on cardstock to cover that part of it up. So I wanted to show you guys that. This is the first time I've ever tried using this cutting die. It's been in my stash for a while. I think I bought it at Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago when they had the 75% off clearance. And I can't say that I was overly impressed with the die. But here is the card that I made, and it did turn out cute. So I did that, and then it opens up. And like I said on the back, I just had to layer a piece of cardstock because it bugged me that you could see it open like this on the back side. That kind of bugged me. So I just covered it like that. But here's what it looks like again, just with all the details of the different graphic 45 paper. And then when you open it, I did stamp April showers bring May flowers. And just did some layering right there. And also on the inside with some of the graphic 45 paper. So the next thing are a bunch of cards, and all these cards are based on that Bo Bunny paper pad, and I used a lot of the scraps up, and then my original plan had been to try and decorate some of these cigar boxes that I was gifted. I have about 20 of these boxes, and so I cut paper to fit the top and the bottoms of some of these, but then I ran into issues with cutting paper strips. And my paper cutter wasn't cutting correctly. And then if the strip was slightly off, then the yellow was showing through, and that bugged me. So I'm going to have to probably spray paint these and then try something different with them. So I ended up scrapping that idea, but I did use all the paper that I'd cut up for these, and I incorporated them into the cards. And then again, like I said, I used a bunch of my leftover paper scraps from the previous projects just to try to finish this paper pad. I'm getting close. I did have some die cuts that matched this paper pad, so I did go ahead and use those also when I could. And so like I say, and here was one of those squares that I had cut to fit on that cigar box. And these ones, I think I left all the insides blank, and I made them this size because I had a bunch of envelopes that my mom gifted me that were this size, and so I just went ahead with that and made my cards to fit. And then I changed them up a little bit, just again based on the paper scraps I had. I thought that one turned out really pretty. And then for this one being a simple card, I really liked how this one turned out also. I had a hard time in going through my papers trying to find something that matched this piece from the Bo Bunny collection, and then I had found a few of this color in my stash. So I do like how those turned out for simple cards. And again, this little piece up here was a die cut. And I also was trying really hard to use up, I had lots of paper scraps so for the cardstock, so I was trying to find stuff that matched the paper scraps I had. And then one of the Bo Bunny's papers was this wood grain pattern, and so I did pull out a couple Christmas dies to use on these cards. I thought it'd be fun for my husband and I send some cards out to some of his friends, and they're guys and they're bachelors, and they hunt and stuff. So I thought these would work good for little Christmas cards for them. Yep. And then some of them I also put paper scraps on the inside. I haven't been showing you guys that, but I did use up a lot of paper scraps on the inside. And then these ones were probably my favorite of this configuration. I really liked, so again, I had cut paper for those cigar boxes, and then I ended up just using a die cut on these ones. And I thought that turned out really cute. And then I added the butterflies to them. I thought these ones were really pretty. And then my plan is on any of the cards that I had that had butterflies on them. I just bought this stamp set at Hobby Lobby. It was on the 75% off markup, but they had some butterfly sentiments on that, just fluttering by to say hi. So I'm going to stamp those on the inside of some of those cards. And then this was that little rain boot on the Memory Decks card. And this was a Sizzix Thinlit die. And the name of this one was called Rain Boot Planter. And then the butterfly that I used was these are from Memory Box, I think. memory box. And it was the Vivienne butterfly and the Darla butterfly. And on the Christmas cards that I used, I did use this mini holly leaves. Again, this one was from memory box. And then I also used this Impression Obsession die. And it's just the wreath and different stuff on that one. And then that's the number if you guys need it for some reason. And then here was the deer set. And it's from Hampton Art. And I must have bought this one at Tuesday morning. And then a lot of them, I had the Sayings and Sentiments. And this one came from a Ranger stamp, from Ranger & Company, and it was called Encouragement. I don't have the number. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. I will be back again next month with projects from all the paper pads that I showed you guys. And, of course, don't forget to check out everybody else listed below in the description box. Until next time, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day and happy crafting.